short video here today on an issue I've been encountering with my boiler, and I figured I'd shoot a quick clip of the problem to maybe help someone out, as this seems to be a common problem with this model. As you can see, I have a Weil McLain. It's a CG series boiler. It's approximately 17 years old. My boiler, my system is configured as a cold start boiler. For those of you out there that don't know what that is, you could basically take a look at your aquastat, and if you see one dial instead of two, that's just an upper limit dial. That means that the system is configured as a cold start. Alright. It's a typical configuration when you have a separate hot water heater. As you can see here, that's a separate gas-fired hot water heater. My boiler itself is used solely for hydronic heating. Alright, no domestic hot water comes from my boiler, so the hot water taps in the house, you know, for the sinks, the showers, the tubs, and so on, solely comes from the hot water heater, which is completely independent of this. Okay, so the idea is that the boiler only runs when there's a call for heat.
Okay, so not to bore you to death here, but essentially what's happening with this now is it's trying to maintain 180 degree water, so the boiler will cycle on and off, maintain somewhere around that set point even when all the thermostats in the house are off and not calling for heat. It's not supposed to work like that. It's supposed to shut off and cool down to room temperature if the system isn't calling. So I did a little research. I found the part that's causing the problem, and let me show you that now.
Alright, so if you see down here, this part right here, alright, this is the relay that turns the boiler on and off. In my case, and maybe yours, my relay is currently stuck closed, meaning the boiler thinks the thermostat is constantly calling for heat. Alright, what I did was I took a screwdriver and I gently tapped the side of this right here. The relay is actually in this plastic box. I tapped this thing here, okay, with the screwdriver, and with the thermostats off and the boiler running, the boiler shut off. Alright, so it pretty much showed me that the relay was hanging and causing my problem with keeping the boiler running when it shouldn't be. Alright, here's the part, the replacement part for this. This is a replacement double pole single throw 24 volt relay. Here's the part number, 510-350-223. This relay cross-references to several other manufacturers. Honeywell makes one of these, White & Rogers makes it, Weil McLain actually makes one, but I think Honeywell manufactures the relays for them. Here's a plug here for a company also, supplyhouse.com. These guys are great. I ordered this part from there. Cost like 18 bucks. They delivered it in 2 days. This place is good. I buy a lot of stuff from them actually at Plumbing Supply House online, and they're actually local to my home. I live on Long Island, so I always try to plug local business. These guys are really good. You should check them out if you need any parts. So let me show you how this is replaced. It's a real easy procedure. Save yourself some money. Alright, so let's get to swapping this out now. First thing you want to do is shut the power off for the boiler. As you can see here, this plate that's around my switch is actually wrong. The builder put the wrong one in 20 years ago. I don't have an oil burner. This is a gas burner. Alright, so here's the part. First thing we're going to do to replace this, there's a locking bar on the side here. What you basically do is you just pull the thing a little bit this way and push back as you're doing that. That's all that's holding this in here. This just pops out of here now. You got to work it a little bit. Don't forget it's been in here a long time. Might be a little hard to get out. Alright, here's the part. And here's the new part. You just want to, you know, compare and make sure they're the same. Even though I matched the part numbers up online, doesn't hurt to take a quick look. And as you can see, these are identical. Alright, so let's pop the new part in. Just make sure these blades go into these slots on this board back here. You're gonna just pull this bar back. This is a little tricky to do. Working over the camera here, but you just put the bar back in there. Mine actually popped out the bottom here, but no big deal. Goes back in. And that's it. Got to turn the switch back on here for the boiler. And I'm going to turn up one of the thermostats in the house to make sure the everything works here. And I don't know if you heard that, but the relay clicked on in the boiler. Circulator's running. Flue damper just opened up, which means the boiler is going to fire any second now. And there it goes. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and turn the thermostat off, make sure the boiler kicks off. That's it. As you can see, that's exactly how it's supposed to work. I turn the thermostat off, there's no call for heat, the boiler shuts off immediately. It wasn't doing that in the past. Alright, so this is a successful repair. Save you guys some money. A plumber would probably charge you around $200 to come in and change that. That's like a $20 part. So save yourself some money and go bring the wife out to dinner, or go buy yourself some beer, whatever you choose. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Got any questions or comments, post them down below. Have a good one.